Hi, this is Miss D at D Special Things. I wanted to show you a few things that I've been working on this weekend. I had a pretty long weekend because my daughter and her family came down, so of course I played with the kids. It was their second anniversary, so of course I played with the kids while they did their thing. But I wasn't able to do a whole lot of crafting this weekend because I was helping my granddaughter actually make a lot of stuff that she wanted for herself. I did, and I'm finding out, I'm trying to figure out how to use some new products that I purchased and I never used before. I did add a few things to my ICAD storage case. These are numbers from a calendar, and this is a okay, this is one of those government calendars, and I used the month of February because they already ran out, and I just cut the numbers off. Okay, I'm actually attaching the numbers on this box throughout just because I purchased some heavy body paint. It's acrylic paint, and I decided to give it a try. I really like the paint. I'm having to get used to the colors. I thought this was a red. I'll go over it again. It's really an orange. Let me show you. Hold on one second. Just stay there. I'll be right back. Elon 47, Pam, she had showed quite a while back, I guess it was a few weeks ago, some product that she purchased from I guess Dick Blick. I went to Dick Blick to get mine, and she had this mixing set. This is one of them, and it's the Classic Theory. And this is actually, is this the one I used? This may not have been the one that I used, but it's heavy body paint, acrylic paint. So I decided to purchase both of them, this one and this one. This is the Modern Theory. And I think this is the one where, and you can mix the paints. No, so it couldn't have been this one because it's not even open. So it had to be the other one. And I used a color and thought it was red. And it really isn't. Once I put it on here, I found out that it wasn't. But that's okay. I'm going to play with these paints. And I also bought one from Michael's. And this is just the, I don't know what kind it is. This could have been the one that I used. Maybe not. But anyway, I'm going to play with these paints because there is a system in here that shows you how to mix the paints to come up with certain colors. Once I figure that out, I'll be able to come up with colors that I actually want and need. But yeah, I've been decorating my ICAD storage case. This is it so far. And all I did was put a paper bag on it. I think someone sent me these paper bags because they were different from the ones that I had. And I'm just, I just adhered the paper, and I used some, what's this? Melody Ross stickers. I was going to say Betsy Ross. The word stickers, and I put them on there. And another thing that I was trying to do with my ICADs is I bought some Diane Reevely stamps, and I stamped them out. I actually got inked water on here, and I was trying to figure out, and these cards were gesso, but if you look at my faces, not so good, huh? This, I just used a plain card with pan pastel, and I think I used a, I don't know what other, did I use a marker or something? Okay, but I did her. But I found that, okay, this is just the pan pastels chalks. And I'm playing with them, so I'm going to figure them out in a minute. the more I play with them, I guess the better I'll get with them. But I got 3 of the sets of the Pan Pastels, and I don't know which ones are which now because I put them in the trays. But I did get the portrait set, and I think that's, I don't know, it may be this one. I got the portrait, I got the landscape, and I got just the professional painting, the painting set. Yeah, so it ended up being 5 trays of them. So I'm playing with them. And I also purchased before, I got some because they said that you needed something to seal it with, and I purchased the hairsprays, but I never really tried the hairsprays because by the time I started playing with them, I received my box in the mail and from Dick Blick, and I got the matte fixatives. So this should work also. I think you want to spray it in a ventilated area, but yeah, this should seal your Pan Pastels. But this is my issue. On the gesso, the Pan Pastels move. So I'm actually going to try it without, but try it with this collection. I really wanted to try it with the Dina Wakley, but I put them somewhere. So at this point, I have to find a stamp. Again, I'm also going to play with, yeah, I did get the portfolios, and these were super cheap bows. I think they were like $7 or $8 for this stack. I think I got them on sale though. I think that's why I went ahead and purchased them. I may have paid, I think it was like 20% off. I may have paid $6 or $7 for these at the most. Yeah. So I'm gonna play with the oil pastels also, see how they work for me. But I'm liking, and I have to do this again because by the time I start fiddling around with it, I found out how the chalk actually moves. So this right here is going to be a learning process for me because I'm finding out how it moves on gesso, and I'm not liking that so much. So I'm going to figure out, I know you can use it on gesso because I have been watching plenty of videos, so I know that it does move, and I just have to figure out how it moves and when I want it to move. Yeah, and certain techniques that I want to use. I was going to show you my Ginger Adams storage box that I actually got in its place. I'll have to show you that another time because I have to take my camera down right now. I'm not certain. But a few other things. I've been stencil crazy here for the latest, and I bought some more stencils from Ozak. Yeah. Ozak. Yeah. I purchased these stencils, and I think because they appeared to be on sale, so I got that one. I got this one, but I also got this one, so don't ask me why I got this one. But anyway, okay. And I bought another textured honeycomb. I don't know why. Okay. And these leaves. And I've never heard of this company, Kite. Yeah, but I bought that one. And I bought this one. These are Japanese, are they? No, Chinese clouds. And this one is a Nouveau Fern. And these are torn edges. Yeah. And this one is a Prima one. And it doesn't have a name, but that's a Prima one. And then I got a couple of their little dies. This one, and I know I have a fence, and I think in my favorite things, so I just got the gate. And I may have clouds already too, but I think I went ahead and bought the clouds too. But that's what I got this weekend. And I got a package from my girlfriend, and we were talking one day. And she was in Marshall's, and you know the Lucky 8 punches? when they were on sale. I guess it was around Christmas time. My Marshalls never had them. So she came across them and she said, oh my gosh, you were looking for the punches. They're here at Marshalls. Do you want them? And I was like, yeah. So she got me this one. Okay. And these things are huge, but I like them because they punch. You actually get 3 punches in one. And if you do the largest 12 by 12 on a punch on a 12 by 12 sheet, you just punch it 8 times around the page. You punch it 4 times, then you flip it open, you punch it the other 4 times. And it will actually give you a design like that. Okay, let me show you the other design. And it gives you a design like this one, which I thought was cute. And the other one is a design. These things are big and huge. A design like this. But she knew I was looking for them, so she just went ahead and picked them up for me. Guess what? They were $5. So yeah, $5 a piece. So yes, I guess it you know, when I mentioned it to them before, they didn't have, she didn't have them. No, she had, I guess she had them in her store. And she said they were $14.99, and I kept going back and forth. Do I want them? Do I want them? She kept telling me, you better make up your mind. And I was like, okay. So finally, or these may have been $19.99, and I think they were because I did get the other one, the set. They were smaller ones. But yeah, thank you, Lisa. She actually just bought these for me. And she said, you got a package on the way. And I was like, what were they? And she was like, the Lucky 8 punches. You know, the ones that you had been looking for. And I was like, yay. So, yeah, I did get those. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot because my family was here and I played with them. And I played with my granddaughter. She did a lot of scrapping. This was so funny. But when it was time for her to leave, she was really upset because I promised to make a captured fairy for her, and she has one that I did years ago for her. Well, she keeps saying that she want another, she want to capture more fairies. Well, by the time she got ready to leave, because she played with the paper dolls mostly, we did not get a chance to do the captured fairy bottle. Well, she was really upset because she kept saying it was time for them to leave and she hadn't done her captured fairy yet. Well, I'm going to tell you what settled her down. I cut her fairies out and I told her, okay, I'm going to capture the fairies for you in the bottle. And when you come back, we'll decorate them. She was happy with that. So I actually captured the fairies for her. I put them in the bottle. And when she come back, we'll go ahead and make the home for them. So that's her captured fairy. That was just too funny that she was like, okay. Yeah, so when she gets back here, we are going to build their home. And this is a one of the tags that I started. And on these, I used the cards. Yes, I used the card stamps. And those are too cute. I saw the Robin Laura. She did a tag and she put one of the dolls on her. So I just thought it was a cute idea to use the teeny dolls on there. I think my dies are supposed to come this week. I think it's the last week in February they're supposed to be shipped. So hopefully I'll get those. But these are teeny. They're little because they're for the cards. So I thought that came out so cute. So I'm going to finish this one up. And actually what I did was, and I can't remember which stack this came from, but I cut off, also stamped their little heads and put the little, so I can put my information there. But yeah, that's the start of that stamp. There is, aren't they cute though? Yeah, so of course they all have their little red shoes on because my granddaughter started that little trend for me. All of the dolls had to have red shoes, so I'm going to continue with that one. But yeah, there are the 3 little dolls, so cute. And these are even teenier. So if you don't like fussy cutting, put them on your scan and cut or your cameo and cut them right out. Yeah, so that's the only thing really that I completed this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get some ICADs done for the month of February and see how they come out playing with my different paints. And hopefully I can come back and show you some ICADs that I did for this month, because wow, the month is almost over. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Talk to you later. Bye bye.